Good afternoon, friends. For those of you who are around and available, join me live now. I'm going to talk about the U.S. Citizenship Act, which was introduced today by Senator Menendez and Representative Sanchez on the House side. There's a lot to discuss in this bill, in this video, or in this live session. This is live on Facebook, but in this Facebook live session, I'm going to talk with you about some of the key parts of the U.S. Citizenship Act. So if you're interested in hearing more about this, watch this video and bear with me, guys. I'm not using my usual camera here, so the quality may not be superb, but nonetheless, the content that I'm about to share with you will be good content. So I have the text of the U.S. Citizenship Act. It's 353 pages long. Okay, 353 pages long. And so we're going to go through some of the key parts of this, and then I may do a part 2 breaking down certain aspects of this bill for you. So I see that folks are coming on. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to go ahead and let's do this, mute various aspects of. Okay, if the audio is coming in loud and clear and it's still good for you, let me know in the comments below, please. Let me know if you could hear me loud and clear. Give me some thumbs up and hearts, okay? Okay, so what happened today? Today, the senators, the closers, I should say, the closers, that's what they're calling themselves. Legislators, Democratic legislators, held a press conference earlier today to announce the U.S. Citizenship Act, which is President Biden's big immigration reform bill. And during this press conference, led by Senator Menendez out of New Jersey, as well as Sanchez out of California, the members of Congress discussed their reasons for the reason they are standing behind this bill and why it is critical for Congress to pass comprehensive legislative reform around immigration. Now, the closers are all Democrats, okay? They're all Democrats. And as a matter of fact, as I pull up the bill for you shortly, you're going to see that this is not a bipartisan sponsored comprehensive reform. Not at all. And I have further thoughts and commentary that I will make on this bill later on in this session. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in my thoughts and feedback as far as what they have put together. Maybe my body language is already telling you guys how I feel about this. Let's get into the bill. It's so good to see many of you are on. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so this is the U.S. Citizenship Act, and it is the members of the Senate that are part of this includes Senate leadership. Senate leadership is on this. We have Senator Schumer, who is one of the sponsors of this bill. Bernie Sanders is on it as well. Senator Durbin is on this. Elizabeth Warren, and quite a bit of others, Senator Booker and others are supportive of this bill. But as I've said, this is all Democrat. This is a Democratic proposal. It is not bipartisan. And this is the U.S. Citizenship Act. And what you're going to see now is just basically an overview of the various provisions that are sections that are in this humongous bill. The first section focuses on earned pathway to citizenship for undocumented individuals in the United States, in addition to those who are outside of the United States who have been removed from the U.S. The DREAM Act is in this. The American Promise Act is also part of this. The American Promise Act focuses on those with TPS, temporary protected status. The Agricultural Workers Adjustment Act is here as well. There's so many of the smaller proposals that you've heard me talk about over the past couple of weeks are part of this. Now, they also, there's a big section here on addressing the root causes of migration out of Central America. I'm not going to touch on any of that in this video. I'm not going to touch on any of those proposals here. Maybe if there's interest from you, I will go into greater details about all of the different things they have in here around the border. But for now, I'm focusing on the family-based system, legal immigration system, in addition to the pathway to citizenship for undocumented individuals. The third title of the proposal focuses on the visa system, reforming the immigrant visa system. And this is where you find very interesting changes to our immigration laws around reclassifying spouses and minor children of green card holders, reclassifying them as immediate relatives. Then there's some adjustments to the family-sponsored per country limits, so more people will be able to come in. Many of the proposals under this section, I believe, addresses the backlog issue in our family immigration system, as well as in the employment-based immigration system. And then, then there's a section here on reforming employment-based reforming employment-based immigration. Then subtitle E focuses on promoting immigrant and refugee integration. I'm not going to get into the refugee and asylee issues, although within this section, there's some interesting things here about naturalization, some revisions that they're planning on making, changes that they want to make to naturalization. Then we're up to 4. Title 4 is about reforming the immigration court system and family values and vulnerable individuals. So eliminating the immigration court backlogs. And I think, and then Title 5 focuses on employment authorization and protecting workers from exploitation. And this is the section where you're going to find one of the other bills that I think I may have mentioned at one point, the fairness for farm workers. That's in this as well. So this is huge. This is, this is so big, okay, too big. But I'll save that for my commentary section. Now the bill starts off, guys, and if you're enjoying this and you want to hear more of what I have to share, give me some hearts, likes, and such. And I see people are asking me questions in the comments about the family ban, and let me jump back on real quickly and address that. The family ban is still in effect. In fact, the Biden administration is actively fighting this in court. So they are not yet on the side of eliminating or revoking the family ban. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, it's now 4:38 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, February 18th. And as of this time, to my knowledge, nothing has happened or changed with the family ban. So I'm sorry to tell you that. So that's for those of you who have been asking me in the comments about that. Now we're going to jump back on and we're going to go back to the U.S. Citizenship Act. The first thing that it does is it changes, and you may have seen this in the press as well, it changes the word alien. It removes the word alien from our law, our books, and it replaces alien with non-citizens. Now, after this is very long. Let me jump down. Give me a second. Okay, so this is the section on earned path to citizenship. Under this act, what it will do is it's going to create a new status called lawful prospective immigrant status. Lawful prospective immigrant status. And this is a 6-year status that may be renewed for another 6 years. And this is available to individuals who are inside of the United States, who are undocumented who have been in the U.S., who came into the U.S. on or before January 1st, 2021, and no lawful status. Okay, so this is very, very broad, and it's a 6-year status. Individuals will be able to get a work permit, travel authorization, travel document, social security number, and they are eligible to apply for adjustment of status at the 5-year mark. They must pass criminal background checks, as well as maintain certain residency or presence in the United States. They cannot have gone outside of the United States for more than 180 days if they're attempting to renew the status. If they want to hold on to this status, they must maintain some continuous presence within the United States. Spouses, their spouse and children are also eligible for this lawful prospective immigrant status. And what we're going to get into additional information about who is eligible for this lawful prospective immigrant status shortly. Spouses and children are not required to submit an application for this. Okay, so now it says duration of status and extension. So the initial period of authorized admission is valid for 6 years, as I've mentioned. It may be extended for an additional 6-year term. Let's jump down a little bit here. Just so you know, there's a very long document checklist in this bill as well. It's very specific about the types of evidence that you need to submit when you apply for this. If this passes, if this goes any further and becomes something, then you're going to have to, the document checklist is basically here in this bill. Now let's jump down to this section. Okay, so adjustment of status. Adjustment of status of lawful prospective immigrants. What are the requirements? It says the Secretary may adjust the status of a lawful prospective immigrant to that of a lawful permanent resident if the lawful prospective immigrant satisfies all of the general requirements in this act, including criminal and national security background checks, and pay all of the application filing fees. And you must be a lawful prospective immigrant for not less than 5 years. You must remains eligible for such status. And there's the continuous presence requirement here of 180 days. Okay, let's scroll down. The DREAM Act. So Section 1103 embeds the DREAM Act, which focuses on individuals who, and let me turn my page here, it's so much. The DREAM Act, it focuses on individuals who have entered into the United States while they were under the age of 18. It grants lawful permanent resident status to those individuals. They must satisfy various educational requirements as outlined in this bill. In terms of graduating from high school and those other requirements. But again, this is broader than DACA in that this is for those who entered when they were under 18 years of age. And with respect to DACA hold recipients, what it says about those who have DACA is this, that there has to be a streamlined application process for people who have DACA so that they would be able to apply for permanent residency right away. Okay, so DACA recipients under this DREAM Act and this bill would be eligible to apply for permanent residency right away. Let me try to, this scrolling is not very efficient. So guys, bear with me a moment here. Let me find the next section. Okay, so that's DACA, Dreamers, I should say, and DACA. Now, then we get to the American Promise Act. Section 1104. The American Promise Act focuses on providing a permanent residency for those with TPS or deferred enforced departure. And so that's what this section of the bill does. Then there's the Agricultural Workers Adjustment Act. Again, for those who are eligible under this section here, who are agricultural workers, they would be eligible for adjustment of status as well. The Secretary may grant lawful permanent resident status to these individuals. They just have to apply, fulfill the basic requirements that's under this, that's here. Okay. Someone is already asking me, when will this be voted on? I don't have the timeline yet for when this is gonna, when it's gonna go. It's the process, obviously, on Capitol Hill is that when you have legislation such as this type of legislation, usually it is referred to the committee, and in this case, it will be the Senate Judiciary Committee, and on the House side, it will be the House Judiciary Committee. The committees have to hold hearings. Typically, these bills go directly into a subcommittee first. Subcommittee marks it up, does all of the work, and then it goes out to a full committee, the full committee. And then from there, if it successfully makes its way out of committee, it goes to the floor for a vote by the full body. And then both chambers will need to agree on the bill. And then once they do so, it goes off to the White House for signature by the president. So that's the general timeline, but I don't know when this is going to make its way any further than what I'm sharing with you today. And that is, it's just been introduced. Okay, so now we're up to the section of the legislation that talks about who is eligible. How are these individuals eligible for the lawful prospective status? How are they eligible for it? What are the common eligibility requirements? And the eligibility requirements that I'm going to go through now applies to those who are under the Dreamers Act, the Promise Act, the Agricultural Workers Adjustment Act, as well as the lawful prospective immigrant status. So the first thing that these individuals will need to do, like everyone else, is submit an application. Why did they have to put this in here? It's beyond me, but it's part of we got to spell this out, right? In law, submit an application. Then what? Pay fees, pay the application fees. And there is a little, I thought I saw something in here about, fee waiver. No, I didn't see. No, not under this section. Okay, so then there's the physical presence. It says on the date that you submit the application, the non-citizen shall be physically present in the United States on the day the application is submitted. So you must be here when you submit it. And then it says, what is this in general? Physically present, beginning and ending on. Okay, so it says the non-citizen shall have been continuously physically present in the United States beginning on January 1st, 2021 and ending on the date on which the application was approved. So there you have that, again, that January 1st, 2021 date by which you need to obviously be physically present in the United States. And so you must maintain that presence until the application is approved. Now let's see what else is in this section. There is a waiver for those who were previously removed. And you may have heard me talk about this slightly before, but for those who were previously removed under President Trump and you're outside of the United States, there is a process in this Citizenship Act that would allow you, for family unity purposes, to actually get back into the United States and apply for this lawful prospective immigrant status. Okay, so there's that. That to me is very interesting. So there's that section based on family unity. Then there are grounds of inadmissibility. This is another interesting section. So some people who apply for an immigration benefit, and let me try to jump back on the screen here briefly for a moment as I explain this quickly. Obviously, not everyone, folks who apply for an immigration benefit may have certain issues that make them inadmissible. And in order to get past those issues, those immigration violations, they need to apply for a waiver of some sort. Waivers are very narrow under our law. It's not very many people are eligible for waivers and such, but under the Citizenship Act, it does provide more flexibility for those who are, for individuals who are eligible for the lawful prospective status. And so there's a section in here that goes into those details about waivers, and then also the waivers are based on family unity, humanitarian purposes, and public interest. So this is a very, very generous proposal here. And then let's see what else is of importance to you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so under this section, non-citizens in certain immigration statuses, a non-citizen shall be ineligible for status under the various sections of this bill if on January 1st, 2021, the non-citizen was any of the following. Okay, so if you're a lawful permanent resident, so these are the individuals who are not eligible for the temporary status, or even status under the, obviously, DREAM Act and the others. Those who already have a green card, a non-citizen admitted as a refugee or granted asylum is not eligible for it. Others who are not eligible, a citizen who, according to the records of the secretary, is in a period of authorized stay. If you're in a period of authorized stay in a non-immigrant status, right? If you're here on some other visa that makes you lawful here, or you're in that period of authorized stay, you're not eligible to apply for this temporary lawful status here, other than spouses and children of non-citizens. Okay, so this is getting too much into the weeds. Let's keep going here. Okay, so then this section, certain non-citizens outside of the United States and unlawful re-entrants. And I thought this was this part was really interesting. Guys, this bill, I must admit, this is even too much for me. I'm sorry. There are some parts of this that I'm like, whoa, are you serious? Okay, so there you go. So, and this is interesting. So here's what it says, this section, certain non-citizens outside the United States and unlawful re-entrants. So if the non-citizen had departed the United States after being ordered deported or removed, or they had gotten voluntary departure and they were outside of the United States on January 1st, 2021, or re-entered the United States unlawfully after January 1st, 2021, so again, this section, very, very interesting here in how it's treating individuals who were removed or had voluntary departure. They left and they re-entered. Under our law right now, there's even a permanent bar in some instances. Here we're talking about allowing individuals who've come back in earlier than January 1st, 2021, allowing them to be able to get this lawful temporary status. So that's interesting. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one to see how far that part goes. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so here are the document requirements. This is what is required of those who are applying for the status under this bill. Firstly, you've got to submit documents establishing your identity. Number one, a passport, birth certificate, school ID. These are just a list. This is a list of IDs that are acceptable under this bill. School identification. If you were in the military, a uniformed services identification card issued by the Department of Defense, any immigration or other document issued by the U.S. government bearing the non-citizen's name and photograph, a state-issued ID bearing that person's name and photo, any other evidence that they determine to be credible. And then you have to submit evidence to prove that you've continuously been physically present for the time that is required under this law. And I'm not going to get into all of this in this video. Then the other, let's scroll down a little bit here. Scroll down to, let's see. Then there are some, earlier I mentioned that there were waivers are now available to quite a bit of individuals under this bill. And so that's what this section gets into, those waivers to waive inadmissibility and deportability. Let's see. Okay, I think that's really all I want to kind of get into here. Then there's the section here on, so there's a 4-year strategy. This is with respect to the plan to address the root causes in Central America, the root causes of migration. The Secretary shall implement a 4-year strategy to be known as the United States Strategy for Engagement in Central America. And this, I think this section involves, there's going to be quite a bit of money that will be flowing to support the programs and initiatives that are mentioned in that section. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, lastly, the bill also repeals the 3-year, 10-year, and permanent bars. So there's that. It says, not going to get into all of that. Okay, I'm not going to get into all of that right now in this one. It's too much in the weeds as it is. As you can see, I tried my best here to review most of this for you, but it is 353 pages, guys. I read fast, but I don't really read that fast. I wanted to jump on and tell you briefly what's in the bill, and I'm going to link below. I'll link below the text of the bill, so if you guys would like to go through it yourself, you can. There is a section by section summary out there that's about 66 pages that summarizes the bill. Once I'm able to get a hold of that, I'll share that with you as well. But I will try to do another video that goes into more details about the family immigration system, the legal immigration, the reforms to the family legal immigration system. There are a lot of smaller things in here that will make a huge difference with immigration, the family side in particular. So I'm going to address that for you in another video. But real quickly before I go, I do want to give my initial thoughts about this bill. I think that I don't agree with the approach that the Democrats took with respect to this. This bill is actually too big. And I know they wanted to do something really bold, but I think that if they wanted to get to 60 votes, this is definitely not the way to do it. It's not. Yes, there are some things in here, I should say, around border security, but the changes in here, if some of the changes made me feel like, oh, this is too much. Can you imagine the Republicans, right? So I don't think that this bill was really intended to go very far. The way I'm reading it right now, that doesn't seem like it's the intent, and that's just my personal opinion. I worked on Capitol Hill for a number of years, and I sat in those committees. I was on the House Judiciary Committee, or coordinating hearings, sitting through all of the hearings. And when I looked at this bill, what this reminded me of, I said to myself, wait a minute, it looks like they've taken all of the hearings that they've held over the last 20 years, all of the issues that came up, they just went back and said, okay, let's put it all in here. Let's put all of the issues, all of the bills, all of the changes, all of the nuances, everything that we've ever dreamed about doing. Let's just put it all in this bill. And that is definitely not the way to approach the process here in a contentious political environment. So I'm a little disappointed with how they approached this. I think that they should have really come up with a more moderate proposal. That's my opinion here. I think some things in this bill went very far. I would really like to see them get consensus around the lawful prospective immigrant status issue, because we need reform in that area, right, to provide status for those who are undocumented, who have earned that residency and citizenship. And I like the layout of that proposal, but there were other elements in here that I thought that they clearly went too far with it, and not in the spirit of bipartisanship. If they weren't even able to get one Republican to say, okay, I agree with this. I want to see farm workers get status. We need that. They are in control of our food supply here. Essential workers, right? Essential workers are important. I'm somewhat disappointed by this, guys. So that's my 2 cents. For those of you who stuck around to hear my 2 cents, they're going to have to strip out a lot of this in order for it to get very far. I think they're going to have to do that, and they know that. So I can't see for the life of me understand, why did they do it this way? I don't think it was the right way to do it. That's just my opinion. And if you agree with that, you could put your comment below and say, I agree. And if you don't agree, put your comment. Let me know what you think. I do read comments, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I read comments, and I respond to as many as I can, particularly on McBean Immigration TV. So guys, let's see where this is going to go. And like I said, I'll do another video breaking down the other portion. There's a big portion around the family system that I want to walk you guys through. And thank you so much for being with me in this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching the replay on McBean Immigration TV on YouTube. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.